What is happening, guys? We are back with another reaction video. As always, a massive shout out to you guys who have liked, commented, and subscribed on previous videos. It really does mean a lot. Today, we're going to get stuck into one of my favourite events in kettlebell sport, and it's a pretty good one. So let's get stuck straight into it. So guys, we are back. So we are going to be looking at a video. I was actually there at this event, and I remember watching it live, and it was absolutely mental. But I found the video, and I thought it'd be pretty cool because it is one of my favorite events, and I think it's one of the most underutilized aspects of kettlebell sport in terms of growing its popularity. Now, I get it. It's going to be hard to grow. And the event is the Kettlebell Relay. So, teams of 4 athletes, 3 minutes on each. And, it's fast. It's easy to follow. It's very straightforward. But in countries where kettlebell sport isn't that popular, trying to get 4 people together in a team to then compete against other teams of 4 is quite tough. I get it. Okay, but for me, in terms of getting eyes on the sport, in terms of getting people to watch something that is easy to follow, it's not complicated, it's exciting, and it's in a short format, Kettlebell Relay is the way to go. So let's kind of jump straight into it. Let's get stuck straight in. So, first and foremost, okay, anybody who you kind of know the faces of kettlebell sport, this team here is ridiculous. I mean, like, it'd be like me getting into the ring with, Tyson Fury, or getting into the octagon with, some of the absolute legends of the sport. This team is just ridiculous. I'm glad I wasn't competing against them, but, you look at this lineup, I mean, I don't know. It's just sickening, So, Movsar Sulaimanov, Mikhail Kvashnin, Vladimir Gurov, Ivan Markov, okay, world record holder, one of the best lifters out there, absolute world record holder, just incredible. So straight away, Movsar. Now, obviously, these guys, you have to have guys from different weight categories, obviously. So Movsar, 73, Kvashnin, 78, Gurov, under 95, and then 95 plus Markov. So if you don't know the relay, it's the format is 3 minutes, and you kind of follow each lifter on. So you'll do 3 minutes, then next 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and 3 minutes. Okay, all of the same lifts, using the same bells. Now, obviously, in different countries where you don't have kind of as many athletes, sometimes you do a bit of medleys, change it up. I played about with that format of my competitions before, but relays are so fun. I mean, as you can see, Movsar's moving 22 reps a minute on jerk. 22 reps a minute. Absolutely mental. But 3 minutes, and this is what makes it exciting. I mean, like, look at it. Look at the pace. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous here. 22 reps a minute. Movsar's moving here. With fixation. With fixation, these aren't just little short bop straight down. This is full international long fixation, holding overhead. And honestly, guys, if you've ever done a relay, this point here, 90 seconds to 2 minutes in, is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. When I competed in a relay with my athletes in my gym, we were using 24s, and every single athlete said the same. I thought it was going to be easy, only 3 minutes, got to halfway through, and really considered putting the bells down. That's how hard it is when you go for 3 minutes. It is a disgusting time, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Like, look at this. This is, if you want to see textbook jerk and relaxation overhead, moving, getting the bell straight overhead, nice straight line, stretch through the kettlebells, bosh. That mob size, absolutely incredible. 73 kilogram bodyweight category, incredible lifter. So you can see the other lifters coming out now. They'll line up straight after. Mikhail Kavashnin, again, another phenomenal jerk athlete. Shout out to his coach, Alexander Kostov, as well. Another phenomenal lifter, but also a great coach and a great guy. Introduced me to coffee in a Moscow airport. So there you go. So we have a quick change over there. If you put the bells down before the 3 minutes as well, your partner can't then pick them up and then start again. So look at the differences in styles there. So Movsar was very wide. He was a shorter first dip, deeper second dip. Mikhail's different, right? So very shallow second dip. Obviously he's going for speed, but he's doing enough to punch you up. And again, this is one of these powerful narrow stance, more force, bosh, send the kettlebells up. So you've kind of got one. So Movsar was wider base of support, but less powerful. So what does that mean? He has to drop under it, deeper second dip. Mikhail, narrower stance, has a bit of a deeper first dip, but has a shallower second dip, and that gives him the speed, okay? So it's kind of role reversal of what's happening with the legs there. And we're hitting that 90-second mark on this. Will Mikhail start to show in the face? If he's starting to tire? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, look at this. This team is absolutely ridiculous. Like, there should be definitely a handicap or something. I mean, these guys should have started on, like, -20. You know, you can't have, like, 3 of your starting lineups being, like, world record holders. Surely that's, like, got to be against the rules. It's just not cricket. Representing England cricket right here, by the way. Look at that. This is mental. Absolutely crazy. Between two men, they've hit over 100 reps in 5 minutes. Oh my days. Oh my days. That is just mental. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy lifting. And like, you can see the guys either side, they're not exactly slouching. They're not going slow here, but this is just on another level. Like, look at the speed. And Mikhail's lifting there hasn't really changed. You know, look at the stability overhead. Those bells are completely stopped. There's none of this shake about, wobbling from side to side. They are completely stopped. That's what fixation has to be about. He's got a short second dip, locks out, his fixation very, very crisp, and he's straight up. Bang! Look at that. 62 reps, is it? Yeah, 62. Straight in, drops him down. That's it. Straighten to Gurov. And again, look at Gurov. Kind of a narrower stance. His dip, his first dip, not as big as Mikhail's, but he's getting a larger second dip. And it's kind of one or the other. I kind of see you either go kind of a shorter first dip to then get a deeper second dip, or flip it around. Okay, you either go larger first dip to get a quicker, shallower second dip if you're on your speed work and stuff. Okay, there's pros and cons depending on which ones, but I think the key thing with this, look at all three athletes so far. Straight line, boom, Straight line. That kettlebell is just going in a straight line. They're not going out. If we were standing side on to Vladimir here, we wouldn't see the kettlebells going out to then come back in. We would just see it, boom, straight line. Maybe slightly diagonal in terms of coming back into them and then bring them back down, but they're not going out to come back in. Like 7 minutes, guys, and they're hitting 150 reps. Like, this is just insane. Absolutely insane. But how, like, I'm engrossed. I'm meant to be reacting to this. I'm meant to be giving you commentary. But how can you not find this exciting? Like, how, it's just not possible. Even, like, my parents who've watched me, had to suffer through watching me live ever since I've get, they get sucked into this. They were at a relay when I held a competition in my hometown a few years back. And when the relay was on, everybody could not help but get excited. The energy in the room just lifts. It's really, really competitive. It's really cool. Everybody's neck and neck and going back and forth. And I think this was good. Like, we're looking at the Ukrainians to the right here. Okay, these guys were really motoring. It was quite close. I don't think it was a massive gap between them. You know, both teams really pushing it. Let's look at the guy on the right there. 30 seconds left. Again, no slouch here. Wider stance, short first dip, relatively even, but boom, kettlebell's completely still, stopping it. Now coming up to Ivan Markov, a legend of the sport from Latvia there, and Vasily Ginko as well, to the left of Markov. I think that's Vlad Malai from Ukraine coming up in his one as well. A bit of a rough changeover there. Will it hamper him? Probably not. Yeah, I think you can have a bit of a rough changeover when the guy coming up after you is the world record holder in jerk. This isn't fair, is it? This is like the Galacticos of Real Madrid for you guys that watch like football. For my American friends, soccer. I feel like I want to vomit. Real Madrid for like the Galacticos at the time, like they just had a who's who of football stars. It's just obscene. This is like this. This is incredible. Look at that. Coming up to 10 minutes, and between 4 men, they're over 206 reps. That is just obscene, isn't it? Now, you've seen me review Markov before. Slightly shorter first dip, but always the emphasis on the second dip. Speed. The thing is about what I see about Markov is he's quick up, but he's also quick down. Look at the speed of the bells as they come down. Bump. It's almost like he doesn't let them drop. It's almost like he pulls them in. I know he doesn't pull them in because it will cause him to gas, but he goes from being locked out to then bang, and obviously the bells just come straight down. So quick. And it just goes to show you're working on the way up and the way down. On the way down, it is about force reduction and dropping as quick as you possibly can, pulling the arms down and landing in rack position as you're going up. Coming up to the final minute here, what they're going to finish on. What are we thinking, guys? They're not going to hit 250. No way. They're not hitting 250. 234. This is mental. I watched this live and I still this is the power of the relay. This is the power of the relay. This is why it is so bloody cool. And this is why kettlebell sport should be utilising the 3-minute lifts, in my opinion, more often to make it more popular. So many competitions, I'm going to go on a rant now. So many competitions are just so hard to follow. Look at this. Right, 245, 246, 247, 248, 249. Oh, man, 249. That was absolutely incredible. 249. Wow. Wow. Oh, 249 reps between 4 men in 12 minutes. That's like a military snatch. That's like a really, really good military snatch score, right? 232s between 4 guys in 12 minutes. 240. It's mental. But as I was saying, look at that. Look at you. I deliberately try and keep the volume down on this because I got a bit of feedback. It just messed up a little bit. But the energy of the room of when a relay is coming, when it's on, is fantastic. Like, it just lifts up a few notches. It feels like you're more at like a team sport event, or like a boxing match or something like that. It's that kind of energy. When you're watching singular lifts, biathlon, long cycle, etc., you kind of starts off and it gradually builds towards the end. But you got to think 10 minutes is a relatively long time to watch somebody just gradually build up and then come to a crescendo at the end. Whereas the relay, it's like, boom, guns off, fast, straight from the get-go. And for me, that is the beauty of it, the excitement. And I've been around football and rugby and like martial arts, boxing, and you can't beat being in those environments. It's just really, really cool. And that's what I'd love to see with kettlebell sport and the relay. Something that's quick, fast, and easy to follow, in my opinion, is what will make the sport grow. That's just my opinion. And you think about it, right? Final point on this, why I think it's so popular, why it should be an important bit. Getting somebody up to 3 minutes of lifting is a lot easier than getting somebody up to 10 minutes of lifting, or even 5 minutes. And actually, if you've got some athletes who possibly do other sports, they don't have a lot of time to dedicate to kettlebell sport, for example, learning the lifts to get up to 10 minutes, but training for 3 minutes might actually aid their development in their sport. It might be a nice little bit of cross training. You might think of the guys who do kind of functional fitness workouts, CrossFit, etc., those types of sports, rowers, etc. Them being able to pick this up and being able to lift for 3 minutes is going to be a lot more achievable than it is in the long term. And I'm not saying they jump straight onto the 32s, but even if they start 16s, 24s, getting people up to 3 minutes, and plus it makes it a really, really cool environment. It's something exciting to watch. I'd watch relays over traditional GS any day of the week, and I would definitely watch relays over a 30-minute, 60-minute marathon. If I'm sat in one spot for 60 minutes, I'm falling asleep. Maybe I should get that checked out, but I'm typically falling asleep. So for me, relay, the most underutilized event in kettlebell sport that would help it grow. But absolute phenomenal team. That is a ridiculous team, and I think they should definitely have a handicap. They should not start on 0. They should start on -20 to give other teams a chance. I really do. Right, guys, I'm going to head out of here. A pleasure as always. I love doing these videos. It's so cool. Thank you for following me on the journey. Any feedback, any comments, drop them down below. Let me know your thoughts. We'll catch up soon.